Giving it all we got, giving it all we can, giving it all we got. Oh, climbing up to the top of the world, no fear, we're gonna make it. Everything we want is ours. Whoa.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing? How you doing? Uncle Craig here on the Thai farm with life on our Thai farm. Oh yeah. And it's a very cool morning, I should say. It's not too blazing hot, although the sun is up early and it will likely be blazing hot. So, but I'm not sure what I wanted to do today. I did have, I think I posted a video about, my, those overhang lights I put on my, the bridge out there. I had those overhang lights. First I had those string lights and I replaced them, got my refund on that. It's like 1,300 baht refund on that. And then I put the overhang lights and I showed them at night. I thought maybe the colors had something to do with, like it said 24 hours power, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I went back online and I saw that they actually had multicolor lights, and so they sent me the wrong ones. I'm like, oh my God. So I went back and forth with them, and they refund. At first, I remember it was only 20. I mean, I ordered 20, I got 18. Although in the response, I said, hey, I ordered 20, I only got 18, and also they're all the wrong color. Well, they thought I was just saying I'm missing 20, so they refunded me 2 items, the 2 missing ones. I said, no, they're all the wrong color. And then she was like, well, you didn't tell me that. And I said, yeah, I did. Because once she refunded me, it closes the thing. She goes, well, now you got to redo that. So I redid it. You have to go dispute, and so I dispute, and it goes to Lazada instead of the store where you bought it. And then I explained it to Lazada, but the problem is when you buy 20 items, it shows up as 20 individual items. So you're either going to have to dispute every single one. I mean, I disputed one, and I included in that message like, hey, I bought 18 of them, blah blah blah, and I showed the pictures. And I don't know, maybe lost in translation, so they refunded me that one. I'm like, no. So now basically I've been refunded 3 of them, and I'm thinking, you know what, it's like, well, it was 500 baht, so that's, what's that? That's 20 bucks, 25 bucks or something. But anyway, I went with a different company. I ordered the same ones, but white. And I made sure they're white. Actually, that company, I looked through there, it didn't look like they even had multicolor. So hopefully the white ones will come, different company. I bought 20 of them again. I think, yeah, they come in sets of 4. So I bought 5 sets, I hope. Anyway, yeah, that'll work. Oh, and speaking of sets, from my other video I showed you that I took delivery of this guy right here, and it's in the sun right now. So what could it be, man? What could it be? Could be my new motor and propeller for a paraglider. No. Or it could be a solar windmill for more power. No. Well, let's see what it is. Ooh, the excitement. I'm gonna set this down. Set this down. Okay. lot of tape, a lot of plastic. Well, it's good though, protects it. Man, that is a lot of plastic. Uh-oh. Oh, and these are heavy. Oh my God. Ugh. Got these two little eggs. And these are probably the screws to screw the eggs. Or no, these are. I'm not sure what that is. Well, check it out. Boom. My best quality, pure copper core, strongest solution for sliding gates, sliding gate openers. Well, let me get that all unboxed. And we'll take a look at what everything's inside. And I'll get back at you. Alrighty. D-box laid out so I could make sure everything was in the box. It was supposed to come with it. And looks like they might have given me one extra remote. That was that little thing that I pulled out on top. So they probably threw that in there. But yeah. So there it is, man. And the instructions are all in English, which is pretty cool. This is your base plate that's going to sit on the cement. I'm going to bolt that to the cement so that this can, the main box can sit on top of it. These bars, these guide bars, these are pretty thick, man. That's some heavy steel right there. They're each 1 meter long, so it's 4 meters. That should be plenty of good length. This, these here, they go on either side, either end of the, like where my pillars are. These are the infrared. They're extra, actually. I got the complete set. You know, you can buy just whatever. But anyway, the infrared ones are the ones where, like, say you're walking through when the gate is closing, it'll catch it and it'll stop the gate from closing on you. And of course, these are just guide brackets that'll probably go on the gate itself to hold these up. 1, 2, 3. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like some, but anyway, yeah, that's to hold these on, I'm sure. These are magnets. Don't know where they go yet, but yeah, these are just this is going to be the rubber rings and the assembly for this. So probably, you know, the rubber here to keep water out of there or whatever. And of course, these nuts and this bolt here are for these to screw these in. And it's a pretty simple motor, although it is pretty good steel there, gave a gauge, so it should be able to last quite a long time. And it has a It has key box so you can do it manually, I guess. Open it up, check out your motor and all that. Pretty cool, man. So I guess what I'm gonna have to do is gonna have to start sorting out the front gate to see what do I have to add cement, what am I gonna do, where am I gonna put the box. Obviously it's got to be up close. It's got to turn. It's going to be pretty simple. I mean, I'm just going to lay these bars on the gate and then get that box into position where when it turns against those bars and sends that gate on its way and puts that gate back on its way. So I'm going to walk one of these bars up to the gate, see how it's going to attach and stuff. Yeah? All right, man, let's take a look. We'll get back at you. On my way to the front gate, although I did take a look, just take a look at I probably mentioned this a couple times, but it's actually growing a lot faster now. There's a whole bunch of them here now and a whole bunch more. There used to be only one of these orange flowers. Now there's like whatever, a bunch of them. And the white ones, these are white and red. That's gonna look pretty nice, man. As an entranceway to the bridge, and then I'm gonna put those white lights on there. Oh yeah, man. I walked around the pond today looking for that snake. I couldn't find him. I was also looking for maybe a dead snake, maybe choked to death on a fish, or also the birds. I think, you know, genuinely bird might try and kill the snake. If this, like, the snake comes out of the water, has a fish in its mouth, and then the bird's like, no, I want that fish, and then they fight and boom, they got it. So that'd be pretty cool. This is all old. This is what rice. It's rice growing, but that's definitely the rice that's not planted, like, right? So the ground was already tilled in. And all that brown stuff is the hay part, should have been picked up, but they didn't really get to till it in because it's too muddy, so they're not able to do that. But you know, if you had to, you could eat that rice, you know, if you was poor, something like that. Some guy had his truck stopped up there. I think he was picking flowers. We have a couple of the plants up here, you know, like the flowers they make, the pomalaya, the little thing they sell in the intersections with the flowers, or Buddha. We have a couple of those trees, and the kids and ladies, sometimes they come and pick all the flowers. If they see us, they'll ask, but otherwise, you know, it's cool. They just pull over, pick all the flowers. All right, man, well, this is the gate, and the idea is that I'm imagining that this gate, or that this is going to be have to be here somewhere. What am I going to do about that? They have to be on the outside. The wheel, then it have to be that far away. Do I have to redo the wheel system? I don't know, man. I'm gonna definitely have to do a think about that. But this is, you know, this square metal bar here, that looks like it's enough for this to be able to, you know, bolt to it. It's certainly strong enough. Strong enough to bolt to it. But yeah, man, my wheels. So I'm gonna have to go look at some of these automatic gates people have. See if they don't have something different. And then, of course, also there's going to be the wire, right? Because I don't have power out here yet. So, you know, looking at it, the box, I'd like the box to be here, you know, kind of behind the pillar, but it might be over a little bit, so where it goes right here to this pole, and then up that pole, and that's where the power come from. But chances are yeah, that's big power line. So chances are the guy probably, I'm gonna have the power guy do it, but he'll probably want to put one of those big black cables, which we do have those. I do have some extras, so it's probably enough. You'll probably want to put one of those big black cables and then into a breaker box, which actually I do have a breaker. I do have that smaller breaker box we took down from the small knockdown, and so I'm gonna have to go look at that, because obviously, like I said, we try and do stuff with parts here. So there's nothing wrong with that breaker box, and it's only got, you know, it only had like 2 or 3 breakers on it, the smaller one. So all things considered, I probably could have that big line hooked up into there, and then one breaker for this, and I could set a second breaker in there for lights, for the, you know, on top of the pillars, for those lights. And I'll probably have to dig that up and lay some conduit down there for the wire to go underneath the, you know, underneath the roadway there to the other pillar. But that shouldn't be a problem. I can do all the wiring. I just can't do the, or I should say, I just don't want to do it. But no, I can't do that heavy gauge connection from the pole. I can't do that, man. I might die. But the guy will do it. We'll have to get him out there and find out how much it costs. Shouldn't cost more than a couple thousand baht, I'm thinking. But we'll have to see. For now, I got to sort out what maybe I really need in terms of looking at other gates, you know, because the way I made that, I made it, you know, into a, I made that with the kind of robust wheel system, but I made it broad. And just thinking of what I was remembering from all the other gates that I looked at when I wanted to buy an electric gate for the house, was that they are that they, let me get this, that they are what am I saying? Can't do 2 things at once. That they are almost all those electric gates are on the wheel casters, the smaller ones, or the ones that are like directly underneath the gate. So that would mean that I might have to take the gate off and send it back, or, you know, put the whole gate on the truck again and bring it back to my fabricator guy and have him take those wheels off like that. I could probably keep the same wheels, although I do, obviously, you know, right now it's freewheeling, so the gate could kind of move to one side or move to the other side. It's not a problem. But now, you know, I'm thinking through this as I'm talking to you. It helps me in the process. But I might need to lay down a piece of, you know, like a piece of this metal bar. I might need to put this down on that cement thing so that the 2 rubber tires track on it. I wanted to have the trackless system, but you know, I might need to put the bar down there to make sure that the wheels stay aligned with that bar guide. Otherwise, you know, potentially it would maybe bend a little bit. Can't bend, man. That steel is too strong. Well, you know what? The guide can come later. I suppose once I put it all there, I could turn it on and make it work, and then if there is a problem with the guide or with it going off the track or something like that, then I can put the guide. Yeah, so I'm not gonna worry about the guide right now. But I do have in my bag of electrical extras. So yeah, here's my Daiichi breaker box. It actually still has 2 breakers in it. Has a main. Oh, damn. It has the main and another, what is that, 20 amp. I wonder what the amp is on that. I'll have to read the instructions. Imagine that. But I do have breakers. It's probably a 32 amp. This is a 32. And the way these amps, you know, I noticed, I didn't know this about this, but when I took them apart, I noticed that these, the way they work is they'll have that big black line, which is the one coming in from the street, will come into the main breaker. And then they daisy chain this basically with this copper bar that sticks in. It's got its own little slot. So this one only has 3. So it's enough for 3. And I can move that over. It's enough for 3 breakers. So this actually is going to be perfect for my needs, because this will be the main breaker, you know, coming in from the line should there be a problem. And then I got 1 for the lights and 1 for the gate. Perfect. And I could put more plug out there. I thought if I needed to put a wireless repeater out there, but I don't think so. I think the wireless is within its own thing under power, so I should be all right. It don't need to be on my network. I don't think, anyway. We'll find that out in the directions probably. But yeah, pretty cool, man. I gotta take this apart. This line is, you know, that's what I'm talking about, the metal. It's a thicker line, but what do I got? Where's my lines? This is the extra line I got. I do have some more, but this looks like it's a, yeah, this is a thicker line. But I don't know, maybe it can still work, but it's gotta go in here. See, that's what I was talking about. Proper bridge. How to do electrical. And these actually snap in there because these move down. Boom, that's all they are right there. And lure. Anyway, yeah. Whether or not, you know, I'm actually going to be able to use this. Which you should be. I mean, it sounds like I should be able to. Boom. You just got to put the, you know, the outside line will come through here. Or maybe even it has a top hole here. I can peel that off and I can see it's cut out inside, so I can put it if it needs to come down here and go straight into this box. So this is a 32 amp and this is a 20 amp, although I do have another 32 that I can put in there. Alright, man, well, the next phase is, like I said, I'm going to go upstairs and play with the internet. I got to look at, well, I'm going to look at my instructions for the unit. I'm going to look at the gates. I'm going to have to look at a bunch of gates. I might even go drive around over to my neighbors over there that have electric gates and look at what they got going. But I have a feeling it's going to be the wheel issue because those bars probably need to be flush so it can constantly push all the way past the last wheel, right? The gate has to come past the last wheel in order to be closed. If I had a small opening, then the wheels, then the gate probably wouldn't have to roll past those wheels. But unless I position that thing, I'll let you know. Alright, man. Let me get back at you with more possibilities here on the Banan. Well, before I do that, I was just walking around over here and I wanted to show you. Remember, I got these stairs for my, I'm gonna put the stairs up here for that second level. And the bottom stair, the bottom piece of this wood, you can see this wood was broke off. But what I did was, here it is here, I just gave it a light sand and then a light coat of varnish. And you can see that, you know, that's some good looking wood, man. Nice. So yeah, I mean, even though it looks really old and it is really old and beat up, it you know, it can dress up real nice. It was right here, actually. It was here, but the reason it fell off was because that, you know, the bolts or whatever holding it down broke. That was probably the part that was, you know, buried in the ground for 50 years or whatever. But it's all right now. Just got to get it up and get it in the working condition. So I need to, how's that tree doing? I need to get those beams up here, man. So I can square this up, start laying a deck on it. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. Turn that over. Yeah, like that. Everything's still real green here. on the farm. Very nice, very nice. Well, what else? Like I said, it's kind of a lazy day today. I did go around, I checked all my bananas again. Looks like there's still a couple of days, it's a couple of days shy of getting picked. They'll be picked when they're green because they'll get yellow within a day after picking them. As soon as I cut them off the plant, they start to activate somehow. Oh, there's one of them cats. All right, man, well, let me get to it. Gotta go do some research. Whew. Well, I'm back at it, and I don't know, man. It's been a long day. It's like 3:30. And it's hot, hot, hot. Trying to be out there on that gate and looking at it all, and it's gonna require a serious rewrite. That's all right. It'll be stronger, better, faster. I could have left it with those rubber tires if I took the gate off, took it back to my metal shop guy. I had him cut those brackets off and maybe weld them back on with a single wheel. Of course, now I'm thinking about that. I should have done that. Nah. Too late now. Although that probably would have worked. Damn, I hate when I do that. But anyway, one of the things I had to do was, you see this old piece of steel beam, C-beam or whatever you call it. I cut the middle out of it so I could chop it up, because what I've decided to do was to make a regular gate. I mean, you know, like more solid or whatever. So I'm gonna use angle iron, you know, for the caster to sit on like a sliding gate would normally see. And what I did with that metal I cut up, I cut it so I can weld it to the sides here. I'm gonna drill holes so that I can, you know, bolt this down into the cement slab, just like this slab or whatever is up there. I'm gonna have to do that. I did buy one extra piece, like 230 baht, one extra 6-meter piece of the rod. But my gate is really the same. It's the same length as this. So you got this whole cement slab there, another whole cement slab. But I happen to have an extra piece, a short couple pieces actually. This extra piece, so I'm gonna weld that there from the underside. I'm gonna weld one more there to hold it. And then on this one, I think this is another piece that I had left over. And I'm gonna weld this all together. So it kind of holds both of those sides and this. And then the last little piece, which almost makes it to the full length, I'm gonna do the same over there. Another hodgepodge, but it is pretty much going to capture the whole length that I need over there. And then what I bought was, make it easier, boom, roller skates. So basically, there you go. And this is you know, basically this is the size of my gate right now, so my gate will rest comfortably on there, and I can just drill right through here and bolt that onto the gate. I don't need power up there, so I don't need to weld. I don't need to take the gate off, which was my goal. I can just, oh no, that's right. Well, no, I am gonna have to take the gate off. Dang. But I'll take the gate off, and it's got wheels on it, so I'll be able to roll it all the way down here. I'll roll it down here, and I think because I got these thicker grinder discs, I think I can cut that thing off myself. Cut the footer off myself, even though it's kind of thick. So I'll cut those two off, and then I'll bolt these on there, and bring the gate back up there in the truck. Maybe it was kind of heavy. Yeah, I should be able to get the gate over there in the truck without messing it up. I hope. And I bought the traditional gate guide. So these things will make it a lot more like a gate. But what I'm gonna have to do after I weld this, let's see, hopefully I got that metal bit to drill through that metal. I think I do. I have to upseat that one piece of cement in there that's crossing the threshold of the driveway, and I need to raise it, because when this bar lays down there, it's, you know, it's kind of uneven because of the way it was. It was not a problem because I had a rubber tire on there, but now it needs to be, you know, tits flat right there, and level. And I'm probably gonna have, like I said, I'm gonna have to dig that up, flip it over, which is a monster task because it's super heavy, without breaking it, and then backfill that pad in there. You know, probably dirt and cement. I think I'm gonna have to pour some cement down there or something, and then bring it up to where it's level, and then I can lay this iron down, level it straight across. Once the iron is leveled and laid, I can put the wheels on the I can put the wheels on top of it, but I have to, fortunately, I think that, or no, I don't know, the bars have a little bit of play, but anyway, that needs to all line up, right? So first thing to do is to get the level playing field. Basically, this is my phase one of electrifying my front gate. All right, man. I think I'm gonna try to get to welding before I die from today's activities. All right, man. Thanks for watching, and keep watching for more electrifying gate activity here on the Bot Now.